Getting ready for yet another All-Ireland final now at this stage, but it must have been sweet as hell 12 months ago to finally get your hands on the cup, was it?
Yeah, it was unbelievable, I suppose. All those losses were really, really tough, but I think it made it all the sweeter when it finally came right for us last year. And we definitely celebrated for about 5 years. 5 years worth of celebrating we did. So it was really good, it was worth it.
I remember I was chatting to Darren Sullivan at the league launch last year, and she was saying that he had to celebrate it because she was saying it's just such different tiers compared to the previous years where there were just disappointments and horrible heartbreak. To actually get over it, she said relief was nearly the overwhelming emotion that she had at the time.
Yeah, I think when the final whistle blew, we actually all just stood still for a minute and we were just so relieved that we were finally coming out of Parnell Park with a win. You know, we were nearly used to it at that stage that it was heartbreaking, to be honest. It was really, really tough because it's such a long year. You go into, it's a bit earlier this year, but you play into December and it's such a long, hard year and you put so much into it and it just hadn't come right for us. So I think relief was definitely the overwhelming emotion, and then after the relief came the joy, and as you said, it was different tears that we were crying that day.
Is it the drive for success that keeps this group going? Because since 2014 you've been playing year on year, nearly all calendar year.
Yeah, so this is we have 6 in a row county titles, 6 in a row Munster, and we made 4 finals, and this is I can't even remember. I think we made 4. This is our 5th final, and we had 1 semi-final. Yeah. So we have been playing really late into the year, into November and December some of the years. So it's a very long year, but I suppose we have a really special crop of players. If you look back on a programme from the first year to now, there's not too many different players. You know, we just have a really good group of players, a core group. And I think we've stuck together and that's what's kept us going. Everyone is so hungry for success and we've had that success in Cork and in Munster, but it was only last year that it came right in the All-Ireland series, so we definitely want to do a back-to-back this year.
Maybe it shows how much club means as well, that quite a few of your players who would have been involved in the glorious 11-12 year period with the Cork team still felt how much a club medal meant to them last year.
Yeah, I think that you'd actually trade all your medals for a club one. It's unbelievable. There's nothing like your club. You know, they're the girls that you started off playing football with. You spend the most time down there. And I suppose for us, they were all the girls that some of the girls had won the junior All-Ireland, the intermediate All-Ireland, and then last year the senior. So that was really, really special for them to have come up the ranks. And I just think you can't compare it to any other competition. You know, whether we like it or not, we're with each other all of the time. We are best friends, so it means so much then that you can win with them.
Has it felt any different this year preparing on the back of an All-Ireland success as opposed to being the chasers in recent years?
I suppose it's nice to not have that huge pressure that we had built up over the last few years, but preparation-wise, it's much the same. You still have to do the hard trainings, you still have to be dedicated and committed, you know, not much changes. So I think as much as we were delighted last year, we have to park that success a small bit and bring forward a new year and just do the same thing as we have the same preparation for the other years.
How do you feel about the fact this game is going to be at the Gaelic grounds now as opposed to Parnell Park where it was initially advertised? In many ways it's close enough to halfway between yourselves and Clonberne for this weekend.
Yeah, geographically I think it's a very fair location. For supporters it's closer for both us and Kilkerrin-Clonberne. As I said, it's not something we can control. We don't control where the pitch is, where the match will be played, so we're not going to concentrate on it too much. It's changed, we're just there to play a football game, so our management staff or our management team can manage that and we'll just concentrate on the game.
Kilkerrin-Clonberne have maybe been a bit unlucky in terms of losing semi-finals in recent years. 2 of them were at your hands as well, but that probably shows the level that they've been at, that they're consistently Connacht champions and consistently playing in the latter stages of the All-Ireland as well.
Yeah, they've been knocking at the door the last couple of years and they've been very unlucky not to make it to the final. We played them below Mourneabbey in 2015. We beat them by a point. We were extremely lucky to come out of that match. We played them last year in the semi-final above in their own pitch and they gave us a great battle again. So they've been thereabouts. As I said, there's nothing separating the teams that get to the semi-final and the finals in the last few years. So they're going to be really, really hungry that they've finally made the final and they don't want to leave any stone unturned and they're really going to bring it to us on Saturday.
The experience of the last couple of weeks, given that you've had so many All-Ireland finals in recent years, 4 in such quick succession particularly, Does it make it any easier getting ready for a final when you know what the experience is like?
I suppose, yeah, it is a bit easier to prepare because the first year, I'd say we were so nervous. We didn't know what it was like. It was our first time doing it. We were so nervous. And as the years have gone on, I think we've settled down a small bit. And I think last year what really stood to us was our composure the week leading up to the final. Obviously, there's a bit of nerves, but that's natural. It would be kind of worrying if you weren't nervous. You're nervous because it means so much to you. And as a team, we have a small bit of nerves, but I think training is just calm. We're just trying to concentrate and getting ourselves ready for Saturday. So last year we were quite composed, and we'll try and reiterate that now this year.
This year you've had a high-profile import come down from Dublin as well. I'm sure Noelle has added tremendous quality into the setup as well, has she?
Yeah, she has slotted in seamlessly. Obviously, the calibre of player she's absolutely incredible. So we were delighted to welcome her to Mourneabbey this year. And I suppose it brings a bit of freshness to the team as well. It adds a new dimension. She has different styles of play, but she works so well. When you watch her playing with our forwards, you think she's been there for years. It's incredible how well she's fitted in. And she brings that massive experience. So we were delighted to have her with us this year.
Is that bit of extra freshness helpful as well? Because I'm sure, when you have been soldiering for as many years as you guys have between provincial titles and Cork titles and so on, getting something fresh in, maybe a different option tactically in the team as well, has to help you as a team as well.
Yeah, definitely. I suppose, as you said, when you're playing, the same thing year in, year out, sometimes you could be afraid that your style of football could get a bit stale or that teams can predict what you're going to do. So it's really good to get a new player, and especially Noelle in. I don't think you can match her pace at all. So it's a new dimension to the team, and as you said, it's just something different and something fresh.
And look, you've got her, you've got the O'Sullivans in that forward line as well. It's been fairly key to your success. And here's an extra high quality forward coming in. Yeah,
exactly. Look, when you're in training, I don't want to mark any of them. You don't want to mark any of our forwards, and I actually wouldn't want to be marking any of them. But it's really good for us as backs that we get that quality in training to mark those forwards. It's unbelievable. They're some of the best forwards in the country, so it really stands to us then when we go out and play teams and we're playing brilliant forwards that we've had that experience in training. So I suppose it works really well for us.
How have you found the balancing act of, even on the Cork team throughout this kind of successful period for your club as well? The fact that you probably have to juggle a lot of football in a given year now, given that, maybe Cork haven't won the All-Ireland over the last few years, but you've still had long summers with Cork for the best part as well.
Yeah, we've played long into the summer with Cork over the last few years. I think it really comes down to management. The management in Cork communicate really, really well with the clubs, and we're just lucky that our club is really, really understanding. I suppose Shane is involved with Tipperary. He knows what goes into a county team. He knows that, throughout the summer you do unfortunately have to put your club a small bit on the back foot when you're not playing championship matches with your club and you have to concentrate on the competition at hand. But I just think that the communication between our management in Mourneabbey and the management in Cork has been excellent, and that makes it very easy for us as players. There's no fighting going on, there's no disputes, you're not picking one team over the other. They manage it all, they make it very easy for us, and they just prioritise what's best for us at that time. So we've just been really, really lucky.
It must be great to have Shane involved as well, because the Tipperary girls, and I chatted to them ahead of their All-Ireland intermediate final, were raving about how professional his setup is. To have an inter-county quality manager at club level must be a big help.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Look, Shane came involved with us 6 years ago, and the same time that our success started, and it was no coincidence. He's an excellent manager, a brilliant coach, and he runs a really professional ship there. It's brilliant, and as you said, he has that county experience. He knows what it takes to win All Irelands, and he's been brilliant with us over the past 6 years.
What's the excitement levels like back at home in North Cork at the moment then ahead of this weekend?
I think it's brilliant. Every year the support in Mourneabbey has been excellent. Even when we had lost a couple of years, every year they came out and supported us more and more. There was flags up, there was banners up, and it's really good, to see that support. They travel wherever we're going. They travel to London with us one year. They don't care where it's on, they're going to be there. So it's the same excitement again. It hasn't eased off or anything because we won last year. It's the same excitement. It's a new year. It's a new competition. So they're just really excited, and we have brilliant support. So it's excellent.
I'm sure you know the hunger of the team you're going to be up against, because quite aside from how close they've been in All-Ireland semi-finals in recent years, you've got a spattering of players that were involved in the Galway team that played in the All-Ireland final here in Croke Park earlier this year as well. They're going to be gunning to try and get your title away from you.
Yeah, absolutely. As I said, they've been very unlucky not to make it to a final in the last few years. So they're going to be incredibly hungry, as you said. They have a good few players in the Galway team. You know, the two Ward sisters got all-stars at the weekend, excellent calibre of players, and they're going to bring it to us on Saturday. They've absolutely nothing to lose, and, you know, they finally are where they've been aiming to be for the last few years. So we know they're going to bring it to us. It's going to be an incredible battle. I think if I was a neutral, it would probably be an excellent game to watch. It's going to come down to the wire, but we just have to concentrate in our own game too, and focus on ourselves and play our own game.
On a final note, just away from your club, at management level at Cork, it looked like there was going to be a change. Now he's back for next year as well. Are you happy to see him commit for 2020?
Yeah, it's brilliant to have him back. You know, it's really, I think there was a small bit of confusion, but that's all settled now. It's really nice going back in, having that familiarity of a manager that you know, he's dealt with us over the last couple of years. He's an excellent manager. So it'll be brilliant going back in January, just knowing exactly what he's about. He manages his players very well, and a team, and he kind of knows us all, so it's really nice to have him back again.
It's a slight catch-up, I guess, with Dublin at the moment, what they've done over the last 3 seasons, but you guys are coming back to the level I think you were previously. It's understandable there has to be a bit of a rebuild when you lost so many legends over the last 3 years or so.
Yeah, you know, there was some unbelievable players that gave such good time to Cork, and they all kind of went at a similar time. I think it does take, you know, a year or two, maybe even more. When you've new management coming in, you've new players, it takes a while to settle, and that's why I think it's really nice that if he's back in, it's familiar, you know, you have the same players, you have a couple of new players coming in from minor, so hopefully we'll come back stronger than ever this year now.